highly recommend everyone to check out a previous video of mine on the minor pentatonic scale in open D tuning. In that video, I go through the neck in different shapes that I build around chord shapes, or different shapes and patterns. So I think you should watch that video before you watch this one. You can find it with the link up there. Check it out and then do come back, because in this video we are not only talking about the minor pentatonic scale, but we are also talking about the major pentatonic scale, how to use both over, like a country-ish, boogie-ish acoustic song. Well, this one has more of a boogie feel, and what I came up with, as you heard in the intro solo, is kind of like a jam blues, swingish thing, and it wasn't on purpose. I just started jamming and straight away I went for the major pentatonic scale, which I guess I use more than the minor pentatonic scale in contexts like this, but it's a good idea to use both. And I think this video, these solos, gave a couple of instances or examples how to do that, but I will break it down, of course. But first, there's one thing I would like to show you, and it is the first chorus of the solo, first in open D tuning and then in standard tuning. So I want everyone to see both and then be able to compare the two. And you can of course download the tab in Guitar Pro or in PDF from patreon.com/blueswillismusic, and there you can see it right above or below each other. But the point is that in a new tuning, open D in this case, we should start out with the licks that we already know, memorized. We have to readjust, but we have to readjust the logic as well, but the music is the same. So like Ariel Posan says, play what you know. That I think is a great advice. Start with that, and then you can build on the the new layout of open D tuning. So what I'm about to say here is learn the new tuning with the licks, phrases you already know, and then try to materialize them different, or try to take them to a different place, or come up with new licks via the specifics of the new tuning. So let's check that standard versus open D chorus out, and then break down. So the solo right away starts with basically in the D major pentatonic scale. Now this is not the full scale. I'm starting from the major third, or sliding in from the minor to major. But the full scale looks like, or, but this is a really basic or fundamental classic lick to start out with, so it's really good to learn in open D. And here's where I change to the minor pentatonic right before we go to the 4 chord. Now it's generally a good idea to play the major pentatonic on your 1 chord, and then when you go to the 5 chord, you can transition to your minor pentatonic of your root key. So if you go for the G chord in the key of D, you would play the D minor pentatonic. But that's not 100% what I do here. I just hint at the minor pentatonic, major, the minor, basically walk up chromatically to this G triad. If you watch my previous lesson, the chord steps on this open D Boogie, you know this shape already. Just G, basically this G chord up here. But I'm not outlining this full shape. I rather outline another shape. It's in my previous lesson, a G7. on the D chord. Now we can kind of think of this as a G7 triad or dominant 7 triad, or you can kind of think of it as the Dorian pentatonic, minor pentatonic for D. Something, not only the Dorian, but this sixth here, major sixth, I associate with that, with the Dorian scale. Now once we are back on this D note, I go down to the D, or rather go down on the D minor pentatonic. I forgot what I played, but something like this. And then I use the 7th of the C note, the stepping stone to our 4 chord A. And what I do over the A is the A major pentatonic scale. This would be the whole thing. I just play this lick, which is actually almost the same as we started. It was in D, this now is in A. And throughout this solo I played in a couple of positions, you know, to help you get familiar with it. So, I mean, this whole solo was what both choruses was engineered to take you through the guitar neck. So, and then in the end of the first chorus, this is again a motif I played before. This is another thing I wanted to do with the solo, is have similar motifs. So it helps you understand what are the different phrases, or where are the same phrases on the different parts of the neck. And then we come back to a D minor pentatonic shape again. And that's what we are following with. So sort of the same. For the G chord, I start with the same vocab. In this case, this is my bar chord. I kind of make it a 7. But I don't want to just play the same lick. I don't want to get into this now and then. Again, kind of going down. This is something I really like to do with the slide. But the point is, again, this is yet another shape of or not another shape, but a way to play the same D minor pentatonic notes. And then we get to the place, the 5 chord A major, the A major, pentatonic scale that I showed before. So this is basically, a little breakdown. I'm not sure how much of a breakdown you guys needed with the tab, but in the very end, I added 2 scales. I wouldn't necessarily even call it a lick, but so this is the minor pentatonic or the blues scale, or I hope this is enough to get you guys going. Now there's another solo I jammed. When I was recording this, I just started jamming, and I recorded another one. I will put that in another video, I guess, without the breakdown, But once again, the whole idea is to try to notice the similarities between the phrases and how I use the same couple of notes all over the neck, same couple of motifs or phrases. And then the other thing, if you checked out the video where I play the same first chorus in open D and standard, you can see that in standard tuning, I played everything in just one position, whereas in open D I moved around a bit more, adjusted, so that it would be comfortable for me to play these licks. And this is leading us to a great opportunity, because you're playing the same licks just a little differently. You need a little adjustment because of the different tuning, but let's not make that hinder us. But let's use it as an opportunity to come up with something new. For example, I'm sliding way more in open D tuning even without having the bottleneck on. So that's already a stylistic difference. But at this point, I guess I'm once again rambling, which is by now probably a trademark of these videos, that no one really watches till the end. So if you do, please let me know in the comment section, and hopefully see you in the next video.